Hi, I'm Rachel Lynn, and I am working on paying off my student loan debt. I'm also here to give you tips, tricks, inspiration, and motivation. Please join me on this journey by clicking that red subscribe button down below so that we can inspire and motivate each other together. Today is my November budget recap. I know I am way behind on this. I am actually way behind even more because this whole video, except for right now because I'm finally editing, this was all filmed at the very end of December, so I thought I was behind, but yeah, I'm even more behind. I have a new job and I am teaching, and it's kind of like August, and I don't know if you know any teachers in August, but they are pretty much non-existent except for in their classrooms, and that's kind of me right now. So anyway, let's go into my November budget, see how I did in the month, and if I went over or stayed under in categories. So I don't even know how I did in November, so this is kind of a surprise for me because it's been a few weeks since I've even looked at it. All right, I am starting with my notes as I usually do. So in November, I made a note that my birthday was on November 30th, just because I was excited about it. Groceries and weight loss. Here I have a note. Nicole Williams on YouTube left me a wonderful comment reminding me how important food is for weight loss and that I could use weight loss money for healthier groceries. I also talked about in my mid-month update that I used sinking fund money, but I would just put it right back, so I was over budget in sinking funds. But I crossed all this out because actually I decided not to do that. And then my grocery money, let's see. I went over budget on groceries, even with weight loss money, and this is just what happens when you don't shop with a plan. So, yeah, keep that in mind. And then with my income, now that I have a more steady paycheck, I decided to go back to using the end of the month check for the next month. So I actually did get a couple of extra checks in the month of November at the very end, like on the 30th or 31st, somewhere in there, but those are now going into my December budget, so you'll have to see my December budget to see where that money came from and where it went, as far as like spending and stuff too. Now going into my spending, I'm going to start here with my known allocations. So for church, I spent I didn't spend it. I gave $120 to my church. I had $251.74 that I had to pull out from savings in order to cover everything that I had for the month. I kind of feel like that's actually not that bad considering I have been living off of, I feel like, nothing. I don't know. I just feel like it's not that much. My rent was $273.66. My graduate loan payment has officially been lowered to $72.52. And then I actually put an extra $87.72 towards my student loans. This was because I have extra money in my other account that my student loan payment comes out of automatically, to cover like $150 because it was like more than $100, and so I wanted to have like at least one payment extra in that account at all times. Well, now that that amount is under $100, I just want $100 in there. So $50 of this $87.72 comes from the extra money that I had in that account. And then I also, the like $37 or whatever, that was like what I used to pay on top of like the 72. So I did make an extra student loan payment this month. So hooray for me. My extra checking account is just where I keep my emergency funds, so I don't really add anything to that. My sinking funds, I put $25 towards my sinking funds. You can see I did not put extra money in refill funds. So I did change my mind on that. HP Instant Ink, I paid $5.29, and then Verizon Wireless was $53.97. My gas this month, I paid $23.57 at Marathon, $20.13 at Meijer, and then $21.11 at Murphy or Walmart, really. So I spent a total of $64.81 on gas this month. For groceries, this is kind of where I went over. You'll see these little asterisks here, and that actually means that it was a purchase that encompassed different categories. So if you see Walmart with one asterisk somewhere else in my budget, then that means that it went with that, and it was like one purchase that I made, and so I've spread it out among different categories. This was a second purchase at Walmart. I did the same thing. It's spread out among other categories. So I spent on November 8th, I spent $11.82 at Walmart on groceries. as well as more money somewhere else. And then on November 21st, I spent $36.16. So I spent a total of $47.98 going over budget. For my teaching allocation in the month of November, I spent nothing. For spending money, I spent 99 cents for Apple storage. Walmart, here's an asterisk, so that went with the other purchase. I spent $25 in my spending allocation, so that was a total of $25.99. So I really didn't spend all that much this month. My restaurant allocation, I spent $9.64 at McDonald's, $6.77 at Chick-fil-A, $21.59 at McDonald's. That actually paid for 3 different people's meals because someone else paid for pizza for everybody, and so I paid for McDonald's for everybody and kind of like evened it out a little bit. And then $18.90 at Golden Corral. This was when I was visiting some friends and we all went out to eat. And so, yeah, I went way over budget. $47.26. I think if I had remembered that I was going to visit a friend, I would have upped this budget so that I didn't go way over budget. And then my weight loss, here's 2 asterisks. I spent $50 at Walmart. That totally wiped that out. So yeah, I did go over budget in groceries. Next up is my sinking funds. I spent quite a bit from sinking funds this month, actually. I need to change this. So on November 8th, I spent $15 in my medical sinking fund at Walmart. My total was $61.82 from multiple categories, like I said before. And then I also had gifts fund for my gifts sinking fund, and spent $10. And then on November 9th, I spent $8.09 at Walmart from my medical sinking fund, just because that allergy medicine didn't work, so I bought new medicine. Then I went to Culver's with my family. My mom made a dinner that didn't turn out so well. Yeah, oh my gosh, I think I had blocked that out. Oh man. She said she was making tuna casserole, which would have been fine. Except, yeah, she put stuff in there that she shouldn't have. So my dad wouldn't even try it because he does not do tuna at all. And I tried at least several several bites, and I couldn't eat anymore. So I volunteered to go to Culver's, and my mom did actually eat her meal. I don't know how, but anyway, she ate it. And so my dad gave me cash, and then my mom ended up giving me some cash too to kind of pay for my dinner. So I went to Culver's, and it came from my card, and they gave me cash, and cash doesn't go through my budget, and I just kind of hold on to cash. So it's not going back into my sinking fund. It's fine. It'll get put back eventually. And then I also took my parents out to Cattleman's for family time. I was helping my Aunt Doris with a internet issue, and was like extremely stressed with this. She's like in her mid 90s, and yeah, it was a almost painful issue that I was dealing with. And I was on the phone with the internet company for 2 or 3 hours, I think. Yeah, so anyway, I was just like stressed out from helping my Aunt Doris. And then I was also half celebrating getting a new job. This was like my dream job, new job, like working at my dream school. But anyway, I was half celebrating that. I told them I would take them out, and I meant like, let's go out to Culver's or some other more reasonably priced place. But my dad said no, that he wanted to go to Cattleman's, and this was after I volunteered to pay, and so I just went on ahead and paid. It was fine. I kind of wish I hadn't, because it was a lot. $75, including the tip, was a lot. But you know what? This is my family, and my parents pay for so much for me and take me out to eat a lot. And so this is just like a small bucket in the repayment as far as I'm concerned. So I'm okay with it. I ended up spending $129.35 from my sinking funds. Now for the best part, that is my income. I made $4.45 from my Capital One interest, and then I was paid $131.76 from Churchill Downs. I made $109.27 from subbing in the private schools. I also made $14.40 on Poshmark from the month before. I was also paid out from Google AdSense from YouTube videos for $112.58. So yay, and thank you to everyone that watches my videos and supports me. This really, really does help me out. I feel like I'm somewhat consistently getting paid about every other month now, which is really, really nice. Hopefully in the new year I can start getting paid maybe every month. That would be a great goal to meet. And then my Aunt Doris actually paid me $50 for helping her out with the internet issue. And I look forward to the day where I feel like I can help my family and tell them, no, I don't want payment for helping you. But while I'm still in debt, when they offer money for any reason, I am going to take it. So I made a total of $622.46 in the month of November. I like to go back over everything and just kind of see where I was as a general recap. So for church, I gave what I planned. Savings, I had to pull money from savings. My rent was right on target. My graduate loan payment was $37.72 off. So that, in addition to the $50 I pulled from this account that I just have sitting there with an extra payment in it, that's where that came from. So now instead of $150 in that account, I now have $100. My extra checking account, nothing. Sinking funds was exactly on target. My HP Instant Ink was right on target. My Verizon Wireless was over by 80 cents, and it keeps being over. I think in December I upped this to like $54 because for some reason, I don't know if the taxes are just more or what, but it's consistently closer to $54 now. For my gas, I still had $35.19 left. For groceries, I was over budget, $22.98. Teaching, I still had $25, so that kind of covers that right there. So that's good. And then I still had $14 left in spending and $22.26 over in restaurants. So I think with my gas and my spending money, that kind of makes up for this right here. So I still stayed under budget overall, even though I did go over budget in a couple of categories. Looking at my November recap, I kind of feel much better about things that happened in November. I know December is not going to look quite as pretty when it comes to my spending. I already know that it's not going to be pretty. I think part of that was not having my Money Mondays to report to you. It was also a big thing with, I was buying stuff for school, and there were things that I wanted to have, both from Teachers Pay Teachers as well as just like products that I really wanted to have in the classroom. And so I'll tell you right now, I have gone way over budget in my teaching category. I also went over budget in my Christmas budget, my Christmas spending sinking fund. That's the word I'm looking for. My Christmas sinking fund. I went way over budget on that as well. But I will talk more about that with my December budget update. I think I will still have money to put towards savings to pay off debt in December, but I don't even know. I haven't been keeping track of my budget as well as I should have. And that's really, I've been putting everything on my card so that I can track it all. So I don't, it's going to be okay. I have more than enough money in the bank to cover anything that needs to be covered. So I'm not worried about it. I'm not going into debt at all. Everything will be paid for. I'm good. It's just I'm spending way more than I wanted to, and I'm spending way more than I probably should have to. So I'm glad that December is just about over, that I can restart fresh in January. I'm just excited to have a full-time job again, be signed on as a contracted teacher, have my own classroom again, have my own students. It's an exciting time for me. So definitely stay tuned for what is coming up and around the corner. I still have so much more that is coming up. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here with me and for all of your support. I really, really appreciate it. I guess all I really have to say is I would love to know how your November went. So leave me a comment down below and let me know how November went for you. And also like this video because actually I stayed in budget better than I thought that I did. So yay. like. And also subscribe if you're not already. And then go follow me on Instagram at @therachellynn. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.